Okay, let's talk about Netflix purchasing Warner Brothers. What does this mean for the future of Netflix and HBO and all the important IP that Warner Brothers owns? First of all, the purchase is for $82.7 billion, which is insane, by the way. That has to be one of the biggest media company buyouts ever, right? And the purchase does include its film and television studios, HBO Max, and HBO. So there's some important stuff coming out of this. Now, the thing that matters to me the most is what's going to happen to the DCU that we are just setting up with James Gunn. And a lot of people are talking about a return of the Snyderverse. First, I'll say this. They did say that HBO Max will continue as its own separate service, and there won't be a price change, at least for now, in the streaming services, which I think is, that's great for everybody to hear. All the streaming services have been getting more and more expensive lately, and they've been putting in ads and all this stuff. So it's good that we're maintaining the status quo there for sure. Let me read this from the article. At the same time, the streamer also addressed one of the biggest questions everyone had. What is changing? Considering Netflix used to have the monopoly over streaming, its purchase of one of the biggest industry giants has raised a lot of questions. Per Netflix, nothing is changing today. So we'll see what happens in the future, but there is some good news in terms of the James Gunn DC universe, okay? If you are a fan of that, it is going forward. So as of now, there are no changes in the works for James Gunn's DCU. In fact, Gunn and Safran have actually signed contract extensions that keeps them in their current situations with their existing timeline of projects into the foreseeable future. So what does this mean for the Snyderverse? I don't think it's coming back, honestly. And I'm okay with that. Now, I know a lot of people want it to come back. In my opinion, if it does have to come back, I would like it to be completely separate from and not interrupt anything going on with James Gunn's DCU. There were some great things about the Snyderverse. I actually liked Batman vs. Superman. I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought it was pretty cool. But the problem is, I don't think a lot of the actors are going to want to reprise those roles. I know Gal Gadot has been a little bit criticized for her performance as Wonder Woman, so I don't know if she'd want to step back into it. But definitely Ben Affleck. I mean, Ben Affleck, I think, didn't even want to come back as Batman for the Flash movie. So I just don't see them being able to get him back. And with the other actors, I'm not sure. I just think that it's going to be tough to get the Justice League reassembled to do something in the Snyderverse if they really want to do it. And then what happens? They have two DC universes running side by side. It just doesn't make sense to me. Also, I think Netflix is already working with Zack Snyder on other projects, so I just don't see him dropping those things to go and do another, Snyderverse thing. But yeah, let me know what you think about the Netflix Warner Brothers buyout. Do you want the Snyderverse to come back? Do you care if it comes back? What are your thoughts on the fact that they aren't changing anything for the James Gunn DCU? Let me know in the comments down below.